So, hello everybody and welcome. Yes, welcome here today. Welcome back to BSN Network here today. I'm back in another video for you guys today. Hope everybody had a good rest of their Wednesday. It is Tuesday. It is Wednesday. Thinking a day ahead. So hopefully everybody had a good rest of their Tuesday. It is now Wednesday, June 13th. Yeah. Today we got some big sports stories. We got some Nick Foles and Carson Wentz. And I know I said I wasn't going to talk about basketball for a while, but it's up again. And I think this may be one of my final days, but I may have it in the future too. Lakers, Lonzo Ball, and the Ball family causing some chaos down in Los Angeles. Julian Edelman, Yankees, and the Mets is what we got today. So that's on our list today. Obviously, some big topics down in Philadelphia, which is why I had it as my first topic, obviously, which is great that it happened right now because I can now, I can now talk about it and not have to worry about NBA, NHL. So yes, so welcome. It is this Wednesday, and anyway, so let's kind of hop into it. So let's get into it here. So the Eagles, the Eagles, have officially named their starting QB. And like I said yesterday, okay, this may change. I imagine it maybe will change. I just think this move's insane, if you're asking me. And I'll tell you why I say that is because a guy that played whole season, a guy that played barely any of those season, it's kind of different. So, Wentz, obviously last year, great season. He missed his chances of the MVP, obviously, because of that torn ACL. Wentz had an awesome season, though. One of the best seasons for a rookie. Obviously, the first year he played, he did pretty good, obviously. Started this season out insane. And then he ended the season terrible. He actually had a better start to the season last year, than he did this year. This year he started the season off 2-1 in his first 3 games. Last year, his first year he started 3-0, and sure enough, he goes on to win it all. So, Eagles thought they had some hope that first year, but they didn't. And then Wentz gets hurt, and coming on is Nick Foles, and Nick Foles wins the Super Bowl for the Eagles. And I told you about this story probably when I talked about the Super Bowl. But a pretty cool story. Foles thought about quitting football. I mean, no joke. He thought about quitting football. He really did. Him and his wife were hiking one day in the off season. Or it might have been in the regular season. He was just a free agent. And he said to his wife, you know what? I'm not even playing. I'm being second string. I'm not making the money I want to make. Should I stop? Sure enough, the next day or two, he gets a call. The Eagles want him again. Sure enough, now look. He's playing for the Eagles. And now, I'm going to lead you into this. What's so big at the top of this hour? It is Nick Foles. Doug Peterson has officially named Nick Foles the starting QB for the 2018-2019 season. Yep, he is officially. Now, I know. It's June 13th. And that's why I said in the beginning of my pod, it's June 13th. I usually don't say the date. But yes, it's June 13th. You still have the whole rest of June, July, beginning of August. And then you start preseason and then the regular season. So, you still have about 2.5 months to really kind of secure this decision. Because who knows? Foles could look ugly the next few days. And then Wentz could look amazing. I'm glad. I'm happy for Foles. I obviously, it's kind of just came out of the blue. Oh, Foles. I mean, nobody's naming their starting. Well, people are. The Jets are. But it's more teams that have other quarterbacks. But it's pretty crazy to see that Foles is going to be the starter. I mean, it really is. Obviously, they've really, Wentz wagon. They don't really have a Foles type thing like that. It's going to be interesting to see what Foles does, and I'm sure they still have Wentz. So, obviously, Foles struggles, Wentz comes out there. It's a pretty crazy move. I think this is one of the craziest moves I've seen all offseason. Besides Christian Hackenberg getting released from the Jets and then getting released from the Raiders. I'll talk about that tomorrow. That's a crazy story. I mean, that is a crazy story. It's just gonna be crazy. I think this is insane. I mean, I looked at the news yesterday on my phone. I was like, wow. Am I really seeing what I'm seeing? But hey, congrats to Nick Foles. I mean, Nick Foles deserves it. Hey, he led his team. They both deserve it. I'm sure Foles was not expecting to be the starter. I'm sure every Eagles fan expected both. I mean, I'm sure every Eagles fan saw Wentz is easily going to be the starter. You may be wondering why they did this. Now, I'm not one of those people that will. I'm not going to talk to the Eagles head coach and ask him this. Okay, I'm not that high level into broadcasting. Okay, a lot of broadcasters, like some on TV and all that kind of thing, they will, what's it called? A lot of broadcasters on TV will, why can't kind of talk to the players. Like they'll have an interview with the player, they'll have a show at like a training camp or something, and then they'll interview the player. So, yeah. So, I'm not kind of that one of those broadcasters that's high level on TV where I will travel to go and see all these players. To go see Doug Peterson, I don't know why. And if you ask me why, I don't. Here's my theory. And I thought about this theory yesterday. I think there's 2 or 3 possible reasons here. The one reason, and I think is the biggest reason of all, is Carson Wentz torn ACL. And they want to make sure he's completely healthy when he's coming back. I mean, torn ACL, that can take a while. You saw what it did, I think it was a torn ACL, right? You saw what it did to Victor Cruz. I think he had a torn ACL, right? Am I correct? He had a torn ACL. I don't know. He had something, but you saw what it did. It made him, pretty much be done. And number 2 is because Nick Foles won a Super Bowl, and maybe he wants to see Foles do it again. I mean, here's my theory. Wentz did pretty much everything last year. Foles did, and everybody's like, no, Foles did the hardest part. Oops, sorry, my phone. Everybody says Foles, did all the work. I mean, Wentz kind of did all the work. He did, getting there, getting the record they did, winning the division. And then Wentz did all that. Foles kind of just added the icing on the cake, winning the Super Bowl, getting through the playoffs. And yeah, they kind of did the icing on the cake. And maybe he wants to just do Foles. Maybe he wants to see Foles do it again. And maybe I don't know. But I know Wentz will be playing at least one snap this year. I know for a fact. He will. I don't imagine Foles being a starter the whole entire time, but who knows? Prove me wrong, Foles. So Nick Foles has 537 passing yards, 5 passing TDs, and 2 interceptions last year. Obviously, Wentz stats will be better. 3,296 passing yards, 33 passing touchdowns, and 7 interceptions. Those stats blow me away. I don't think Doug Peterson looked at the stats, but I think he just went ahead and said, hey, Nick Foles be the starter. This could hurt the Eagles. Congratulations to Nick Foles. I personally like Foles a little bit. I think it's the story behind him is pretty cool. You know, thinking about quitting football, coming back, winning a Super Bowl, now being the starter. Now, you never know. I mean, it could change, whatever. But I think it's pretty cool. And here it is. Alrighty. So that's what we got for Foles and Wentz. Well, yeah, pretty much. So, congratulations to Nick Foles and to Wentz. Alrighty. Oops, I gotta go get something back. A lot of big stories today. Like I said, if there's a big story in basketball, I'm going to talk about it. Like today. But if there's not, I won't probably talk about it. If it's like, I don't know, if it's like a big trade, like LeBron, let's just say LeBron gets traded. Okay, and he probably will. I'm going to talk about that. Or let's just say LeBron stays. I'll talk about that. Or like, you know, or any other big trade. Okay, so anyway, let's get into it. So, you should all know, even if you're not into sports. Well, maybe. Not that big of a no-notice player. His dad tries to make him. Lonzo Ball, right? Yeah, big baller brand, and says his 3 sons will make it on the Lakers, and yeah, that's kind of the moral of the story when you're talking about the Ball family. When you look up his dad, I've done this before. I've looked up LeVar Ball because I've watched a video on him, like getting shoes and stuff. It was weird because he said that when he would play Jordan 1-on-1, he would battle him for his shoes, like in a joke. But I looked him up. It said LeVar Ball played tight end, like for a team. It was so weird. Never even knew that. I don't know. So anyway, LeVar Ball, you all know is hockey. You can't have a normal conversation with LeVar Ball. Like you can't. You just can't. Alright, I don't know. He's just loud, he's obnoxious. Like I feel like every time you have to have a conversation with him, you have to like make sure that you're not talking like about his son. Because yesterday, right, Lonzo Ball made a diss track. And now also Kyle Kuzma will be posting his diss track today. Is it possible Lonzo Ball gets traded? And the Lakers, all of that's going on. Is it possible Lonzo Ball gets traded? And the Ball family is what I'm going to talk about. So first I'm going to talk about the Lakers. So obviously all this junk is going around with Lonzo Ball and Kyle Kuzma making these diss tracks. And could this be hurting the Lakers' chances of possibly getting their only NBA Finals win for a while now? Because they've had NBA Finals wins. Yes, they have had them with Kobe. And they had one in 2010, I'm pretty sure. And they've had more with Kobe. But, and Shaq. But, like, their only win in the next, I don't know, 10 years from now. because they're rebuilding. If LeBron goes there, they're making the finals this year. They are. Here's the thing with LeBron, and it's always been a problem with LeBron for his whole entire career. LeBron's always has never liked to play with young people. He's never liked it. He likes to play with veterans, older guys that know what they're doing. I'm not saying young people don't know what they're doing, but guys that can step up into the plate, big moments, things like that. He can, he doesn't like rookie. He's not a big fan of playing with rookies. And also because of what's happening right now in LA. Right now in LA. Because right now in LA, what is happening is something called a diss track, which is a music video. And you don't see a lot of those in NBA and all that. You kind of see it in ball, the family. You see it in Kyle Kuzma. Lonzo Ball is remembered not for a great first rookie year. Won the MVP of the G League. The Summer League. And then comes into the regular season and is like terrible. And this is bad because I'm sure and is it possible that Lonzo Ball gets traded? And I was watching a show yesterday, and they I don't know if you heard of this show, The Herd with Colin Cowherd. I don't know, but I was watching the show, and LeVar Ball comes on the show, right? He comes on the show, and right, it was really cool because he comes on the show. He has a big baller tie on. And he asked him, and Colin Cowherd asked him, would you have any problems with if the Lakers have to trade your son? Would you have any problems? And the dad said no. He just goes to a different team. But that's not true. When the time comes, he would be like, are you joking? Are you kidding me? Oh, well, 2 sons. Now all my 3 sons are going to be on this team. All my 3 sons are going to be on that team. So he's going to be like, so it's just going to be the same thing. You really can't stop his dad. And this is why Magic's got to step up to the plate. He's got to. Magic's done nothing. Do you see, and this is the whole thing, out of all the NBA teams, out of all the NBA players, do you see a dad being like this? No. Okay, it's not Little League basketball anymore, where dads were the head coach. No. This is a paid coach. This is a coach that wants to win. This is a coach that is doing this for his job. This is not a side job for a little rec basketball league. No, this is not. And that's where Daddy Ball came in. It's Daddy Ball. It's all that. And his dad, the reason why Lonzo Ball made it to the Lakers is because of his dad. Yes, I understand he had a great career in UCLA. They gotta trade Lonzo. Okay, and then you know the lovely Magic brings in LeVar in his room. And LeVar asks, why did you trade Lonzo? Because of you. You gotta say that. You gotta step up to the plate and say that. And that's what I hate about LeVar, and because people don't want to talk to him. Whenever people talk to him, they try to make it to they try to put a little covering on what they're really trying to say. They try to say their son could get traded, but then they're saying he may get traded. They're knowing if his son knows that he's gonna get traded, and LeVar doesn't. Let's just say, and he comes onto a show and the guy's like, could Lonzo maybe get traded? You always have to sugarcoat it. Now the Ball family, all 3 of his kids are making it to the Los Angeles Lakers. I think what's most funny about this, and I think it's funny out of all of this, is that he says his 3 sons are all going to be on here, LaMelo and LiAngelo. And meanwhile, I thought they were playing Lithuania. That's what I thought. And also, not only that, I thought they were playing Lithuania. LiAngelo Ball, I thought his career was done. So you're pretty much saying if they want to play on the Lakers, you got to enter the NBA draft technically. You can't just be a walk-on. Supposedly, LiAngelo Ball worked out with the Lakers. I don't know. I think it's just a little stupid. If anything, LaMelo could make it, maybe. I think LaMelo's better than Lonzo, but I think it's just stupid. 10.2 points per game, 6.9 rebounds per game, 7.2 assists per game. The only thing, the one and only thing I like about Lonzo is this year he shared the ball pretty good. I don't like people who are ball hogs. I don't like people who don't share the ball. You may be thinking, why do you like LeBron James? LeBron James is not a ball hog. You saw him, first half of that game too. He was, oh my gosh, he passed the ball so much. What did he have? First 7 minutes, he only had 2 points. LeBron, he had 9 assists already. Yeah, he passed the ball. I think it's just crazy to see what what to happen. It's just, I don't know. I think it's just you can tell this whole topic I've been lost for words because I just think it's ridiculous that all this stuff's going on. Just let your son play basketball, and I think his son also could step up to the plate. Let your son play basketball. Why can't... I don't know. It's old. It's old. It's NBA. All these other dads aren't, Kyle Kuzma, rookie. His dad isn't showing up to all these NBA games cheering on. His dad isn't making his... he probably doesn't have any younger siblings or siblings. Let's just say he does. His dad isn't making his siblings go to Lithuania play and saying he's going to all be on the Lakers. No. This may be the first time ever you've seen this happen. You may have ever seen this happen. It's just ridiculous. Okay. Sorry, I just had to find it again because when I accidentally got deleted or something. I gotta make it so then whenever I sometimes I accidentally press the swipe and then it swipes it all. It gets so annoying. So, anyway, so we're back here on BSN Network. So, obviously here, we've got, 10 minutes left. So, we've got 2 big topics down. Now we got Julian Edelman. Edelman has been suspended 4 games. I'm not too sure what. What though? Supposedly it was he was suspended a PED substance or violating some sort of rules. And it gets old, it really does. It happened to Mark Ingram, he's suspended for 4 games. Now it's going to happen to Julian Edelman. I'm sure it's going to happen to at least one other person. And this is a big loss for the Patriots. It really is. Last year, Julian Edelman had 24 touchdowns. This is a big loss for them. Julian Edelman's really Tom Brady's big deep ball receiver. And his short kind of receiver is like Gronk. Although he's not short. What is he? I think 6'6", 6'5"? I know Judge is 6'7". Gronk must be 6'5" then. No, 6'6". Because I know Judge is taller than Gronk. Yeah. But he's big. He's a big dude, Gronk. And he's more of his guy. Get him a 3-yard pass. He'll carry dudes on his back for 5 more yards. Deep ball receivers is Julian Edelman. And we all said this. Oh, the Patriots. Oh, they have a good player suspended. How will they start off the season? It always happens fine. Obviously, when Tom Brady got suspended for that, for the deflated balls. Actually, yeah, when the deflated balls. When that happened, he was suspended for 4 games. Jimmy Garoppolo went out there. They did perfectly fine. Did they make the Super Bowl that year? Wait, did they? Let me try to think. So, what was that? I don't even know. I can look back to the past Super Bowls. Well, I know the year they won against the Seahawks. That year. I know they won against the Seahawks that year that they deflated the balls. They won against the Seahawks on that brutal way to end the game. That was... So 2015 was 50 Super Bowl. I can't think. I don't know. Either way, he probably made the Super Bowl. But anyway. So, will this affect them in any way? I don't know. It's going to be interesting. It really will. I'm just getting annoyed with all these suspensions. I mean, I'm not going to just say the NFL either. The MLB with Robinson Cano. He's 82 games. Yeah, right? This is just ridiculous. It's getting ridiculous. This is my only thing. And I've always said this before. Why can't teams, players, whatever, just worry about sports? Why do you have to worry about all this other drug, this steroid crap? It's stupid. You know here's the whole thing. This means, and to me, this really means that they don't care what happens to them. Not like care what happens to them in sports. Because this shows me that I'm gonna do this steroid type thing, and then I know I'm gonna get caught, but who cares? If they really have passion for the game, a lot of these players, they wouldn't be taking this stuff. They wouldn't. Because they know that they want to play and they don't want to get suspended. But guys, they don't have that much passion for the game. You can tell. They take all this stuff. And I know you might be saying, well, a Blair, but Robinson Cano has passion for the game, and Tom Brady. Well, Tom Brady's totally different. Okay? If somebody would to say that to me, Tom Brady's it's deflating the balls. It's not a drug. That's totally different. Also, you have to know some of these drugs and stuff, steal your Hall of Fame career. Not saying Edelman had one, but Robinson Cano possibly had one. Brady, that's not going to affect him because that's a ball incident. That's totally different. I know, yes, okay, they should have lost the Super Bowl because the Seahawks were stupid, and instead of running the ball with their best running back, probably the best running back in the league at the time, they decided to pass, got intercepted. You remember it. They don't need to talk about it. It just brings back bad times. I remember I was sitting on the couch watching the game. It happened, and I was like, I shut the TV off and went to bed. I didn't even, watch the rest of it. I didn't watch the replay. I just was like, next morning I wake up, still speechless. What are they doing? What the heck are they doing? So Julian Edelman had 425 receptions, 4,540 receiving yards, and 24 receiving touchdowns. Good stats. That's what they're losing for 4 weeks. And not only is it hurting you as your career and if you're going to make a Hall of Fame, but it's hurting your team. it is truly hurting your team. It's hurting you, your career. I mean, it's hurting the team, your career, and if you have a Hall of Fame career, the chance of making it to the Hall of Fame. So it could be possibly. Edelman is probably only hurting 2 things, but 3 things. Cano would probably hurt 3 things. Brady, it really only hurt 1 thing, only because Brady's totally different. Brady's was not, still 4 game. Brady's was not like, anything. The Brady's was not like a drug. It was deflating the footballs. So anyway, so that's what I got for that topic, and now we move into the Yankees and the Mets. The Yankees had a big win yesterday over the Nationals. 3-0. A 3-0 win over the Nationals. Yep. CC pitched amazing. CC pitched great. Yankees moved to 43-19 on the year. Nationals 36-28. Yankees first in the AL East. They played today's Nationals. Carry that. Didi, by the way, hit 2 bombs. I saw the 2 bombs. Watched the game. So, and now we move into the Mets. 12-10 today. Oh, whoa, that's weird. That's kind of awkward. Whoa. I guess Mickey Callaway got ejected. Mets fall to Braves 8-2. Whoa, yeah, Mickey Callaway got ejected. Wow. So Bruce 2-run double gave the Mets a lead, but I guess not. Mets, I don't know. Something's going on over there. So they play today 12-10. Braves get a win. Alright, so anyway, so that's what I got for today's pod. I want to make a quick announcement on the pod. Okay, I know we have an awesome streak going, and I'm not going to stop it, but tomorrow may be here's the thing. The camera I use is going to have to be returned in, because I use it for other purposes, and it's the end. And I need it to return it now. And I won't get it back until, I don't know, end of summer. So, I'm not too sure what I'm going to do. So Thursday, tomorrow, I'll have it tomorrow, Thursday, I'll have it tomorrow. Come Friday, don't know. If I miss a pod, don't worry, it's because something's wrong, because I have 2 cameras and I have 2 other things in mind to use. The one is working, but it won't get it to Google and then YouTube. The one works, but I don't know if my mic can be plugged in. So I don't know. So it's all going to be interesting. So if I don't get a pod Friday, forgive me. I know the streak's over, but it's because I had to do this, and I want to make sure that I'm good for the rest of the summer, because I don't want to just, if you see me in a different kind of like a little bit of a studio layout, that means I have to use a totally different computer. Don't worry, I'm still in my same area. So anyway, so just I'll tell you more about it tomorrow. And then come Friday, if I don't have a pod, don't worry, it's fine. It's just I don't have a pod. So anyway, so hope everybody enjoyed it, and like always, thanks for watching.